The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Grot and Dante return on their quest to eradicate the curse of the free locar. The peaceful people of Parasha live a quiet and tranquil existence, but evil is coming to rip apart their lives. For some, more literally than others.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 18 of season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. I hope you're all well. I just ate 2 sandwiches. Enjoy the episode! Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. You join Grot and Dante as they are navigating an underwater river using pitons to hold a rope in place. They know that further down this river is some sort of machinery. They're not sure if they suspect it's involved with the mining operation that they are trying to investigate. However, they are not sure they can move further down without a rope. So the plan they came up with at the end of last week's episode was to use themselves sort of as anchors, and one moves 50 feet on, knocks themselves into the wall with a piton, and the other one moves 50 feet on and knocks themselves on the piton. Obviously, that's going to be more difficult because you're not going to have one rope to follow down. You're going to rely on the other person sort of doing it properly, not dragging you away. And the other thing is going to be, as you get closer, putting the pitons in without people hearing that there's people coming up the river. Mm-hmm. Though it's noisy in here, that is something to consider as well. Neither of you both got passive wisdom enough to know that hammering in the tunnel might be heard, but you can hear the machinery quite loud, so you hope you'll be able to cover it up.
Is it like in Sniper Elite, where every time there's a bit of a plane going over or lightning,
we'll
then do the strike there?
There is.
So when the clack goes clack, we go thwack.
Yeah, you did hear it was a very regular noise. You get the rhythm of it is clack, clack, clack. So
clack.
Yeah. So you could try and time it. I mean,
were you trying to time it?
Yeah, he didn't time it either of those times, which is.
Well, he timed it with the gaps.
Yeah.
You get a little bit a little bit of leeway.
You get an icon in Sniper Elite, don't you, to let you know when it's happening. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing those.
Oh.
So, who's going to go up and untie the ropes?
Wait, Dante, we making the right decision here? This is beginning to look a bit tough. I worry that if we go down, we might not be able to come back up.
You mean like physically or emotionally?
Well, I think emotionally we're never coming back, are we?
This is the turning point.
Because I was really hoping emotionally to come back from what's happened recently. You know, I think that further down the line, emotionally, I might get into the, as we've talked about, the dairy farming business, and you might get into some sort of orphanage or, ward sort of procuring, helping thing.
Dante, only the most evil person will come back from this one emotionally.
No, I disagree, actually. I think only the strongest...
And that's what makes you evil. I'm glad we agree.
The strongest at heart.
Well, I actually meant physically for now.
Right.
The point is that we actually had quite a good opportunity to set a trap for one of the Delatas up in the mine. And if we go down this current that's beginning to get quite strong, it's going to be tricky to be able to set that trap.
You say we had a good opportunity, but we don't have any of the equipment that we had when we set up the trap on the island that Rill gave us. It's just you and me. And
we can pick our spots, though. We can hide up in the forest. If they show up with 4 Delatas and 20 guards, then we can just ignore it, move away. If we see 1 Delata with a couple of guards, then we can just, take them out. Also, we do have a lot of explosives.
Wet explosives. How long have we been down here?
It's slow going, so maybe 15 minutes.
Right. We're looking at like half a day for it to be dry or something.
You think you could, with a big enough blast, it would just go because it would obviously heat in that moment. But for it to be useful for that, you're looking at a long time before you can make something of it.
Okay, I still think we could kill them anyway.
Well,
you don't know they're not there already.
Yes. Well, I think we're trying to investigate, but actually we're going to be able... this is going to start pulling us away from where we know there are going to be Vryloka who's separated off from the rest of the circus.
You could look at it this way, though. If they're upstairs looking for us and we end up in the mine,
Yeah.
then there's going to be less people in the circus. So if we go up that way, it's going to be easier to put our masks back. Oh, no, they're upstairs. Nah, motherfucker.
I mean, what it comes down to, Dante, is if you want to kill Vryloka, there's going to be one upstairs, maybe two. Or we could wait till they're all together, all 8 of them.
Oh, you're right. And then instead of explosives being pushed down the water, we put their bodies. That'll put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Sure, if that's what you need to get through.
Imagine
this.
it just going into the clap, 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 clap on their head.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
I like the assumption of what this machine is. Whatever it is, it's only going to whack someone on the head repeatedly.
Dante, you really need to grow out of this habit where you decide what's happening in the next room. You think the river's going into a machine that crushes anything that comes through a river?
A wheel or something.
Okay, so they'll get stuck in the wheel.
Yeah.
And how's that helping?
No, it would just look really imposing. And
To the
any
miners,
other Vryloka
to the miners we're trying to save.
and their undermasters, who we assume might be Vryloka.
Who you assume might be just waiting at the river.
How far have we gone? About halfway, do we?
Yeah, you think you're about halfway. Maybe a little less.
Well, and I flick some water. Let's test the water, so to speak, and make our way back up and
Check.
what's going on.
Is that a saying? Test the water?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That is
Oh, yeah, it is
that
a
is-
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why when you flicked it at me, I thought like that was testing the strength of the water. But you were talking about test the temperature of the water.
I think test the waters is just generally test. I don't know.
I was perhaps being too oblique.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, if only there was a sailor here who could have told us about maritime sayings.
Son of a gun.
Son of a boat. All right, let's go.
Okay. So we leave the pittance that we've got in the walls already
Yeah.
there. So when we come down, it should be, I would imagine, relatively quicker, rather than having to stand there hammering it in. And we make our way. I stand by one, tied onto it. Grot, who's tied onto the rope, will make his way up to the next one.
Yeah.
He'll tie himself on. I'll then move to him, and we just keep.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me up a strength check for the first bit.
Easy. 8 plus 2. Easy.
17 plus 5.
So Dante luckily takes the lion's share of the work, and you're working together. So you see Grot start to slip behind you, throw out a hand, grab his wrist, and put him up. And one more just to get her to the final bit.
17 total.
Am I rolling as well?
Yeah. You're just being carried up there.
Yeah, 30 plus 2.
I thought that was a 23. I was like, I didn't know there was a 23 on a D20.
You both make it up, and you can hear the clanking still from down in the cave. Nothing seems to have changed. You don't seem to have had any impact on it, so no one was coming towards you or anything like that.
Okay. So I suggest we go out to the mine entrance and try and hide in the tree line, maybe. There was a tree line over
Yeah, there was forests around, yeah.
Yeah.
It was in a little clearing, but you could go to the forest and watch the entrance.
Yeah,
Of the
and see
cave.
who shows up. Either that or we can set a trap in the mine, but then we won't know who's going to be showing up to the mine.
I mean, ultimately, if we can kick them down the shitter, then the poo hole, the black hole,
Yeah.
that'll put a pretty swift end to them. It's how we get them to that room, and the danger of us falling down there as well.
Sure, so I imagine if they show up, they're probably going to, if they don't see anyone around, they're probably going to go into the mine. So maybe if they go into the mine, we can just follow them. And if they get near the chasm, we can throw them down there.
When we've been moving around, obviously it's been abandoned. Have we left tracks or anything like that?
I mean, you're just walking around, so yes.
Yes.
You're left. Yeah, you're left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're human
Can we
beings.
make-
You create an impact on the world. Well, you're a bugbear, but yeah,
Could we leave more obvious tracks?
certainly. Yeah.
Just lead it down there.
So where are you going now? You're still. I've got you still by the river and this bit of water.
Yeah, if we're by the river, then I guess tracks to the entrance. Well, we go to the entrance and then we try and leave obvious tracks down to the
Okay.
chasm.
Black hole of doom.
Before you go to the entrance, roll me a perception check.
Snake. That's how you do it!
I got a 13 total, and I don't know what you got. But
Got
it's
7.
Well, Dante would hear there are people already about.
Ooh, looks like the trap is already being sprung.
Well, these might just be picnickers.
Okay,
You
go.
were the one that said, "No, never assume that these." You were the one that said, "Never assume these are just bad people." Here
Yeah,
you
well,
are.
it's
Here
just-
you are trying to plot to kill these people that are outside. You don't even know who they are.
Why are you raising your voice when there are people next to us that we're hiding from?
Just wanted to point out the duplicity of what you.
No,
So unfortunately, you're not sure where, because of the echoey nature of the cavern, you're not sure where they are. You just know those voices.
I believe the point is that if there's some people in the next room and you decide you want to kill them because they might be bad guys, it's different from when I go, hey, I told the bad guys we're over here. There are people in that place. Oh, it's just assuming that they're the bad guys.
It's still assuming.
Yeah, it's a pretty good assumption though, isn't it? Okay, you go and join their picnic then.
Right, so we're still in the top of the water bit, are we?
Yes.
My feet are wet. I hate fighting when my feet are wet.
We could
Are you
put.
putting the clown outfits back
I
on?
was just about to say.
We could put the clown outfits back on, although if there is a Delata here, they are going to be the people that know.
Well, you tell me, is there a Delata here?
You tell me, DM.
So you know there's not one within touching distance, but you need to do a perception check. So if you want to do your Rilo
Touching distance. I'd hope I'd notice if there was someone
Well,
standing in front of
we've
me.
looked at your perception checks very often,
I think on a 12, I'd work out if there was someone standing directly.
unless they rolled a
in front of
20
me.
on their stealth.
Well, because that's not how it works. If someone's standing in front of
I
you.
didn't say- Why are you saying they're standing in front of you?
Oh, okay,
They just
yeah.
have to be within touching distance.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, he's not told you there's someone in front of you.
No.
Yeah, but you said there's not someone in front of you.
I said there's not someone standing in front of you.
Well, with
and
touching
you don't
distance.
feel any Vroloka ping within that sphere of you. So
Why are you arguing with him?
So you know there's not a Vroloka within that sense of you.
But he's very angry about that.
Yeah.
So which just puts more
Yeah, so
pay to the whole picnic idea.
So you need to do a sense to get any. You need to actually you stretch
Yeah.
out into it. So you need to roll that up.
Okay. 13.
Plus your perception, 17. You can feel a faint ping of something in the area.
What is it?
I'm not sure. I can feel a slight possible Vrylocopia.
Probably not a picnic then.
Well, an evil picnic.
To be fair, Vrolokas do have a nice palate. They
Yeah.
you see some lovely food.
Yes, I mean, it's true. Vrylocka know how to have a good
Some,
time.
you know, kidney, some halfling foie gras.
So with that sort of that Vryloka ping, I think I'm getting a vengeance boner.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm standing right next to him in this tunnel in the water.
Suddenly you realise that now you are within 5 feet of someone.
It's like a divining rod.
You turn your hips. It pulsates more as you get closer. You're like, oh, that direction. To the northwest.
Wiggles.
Should we put the outfits on to see if we can get the upper hand?
I can't see that working against the Delata.
Well, maybe at a distance, if they see us down the tunnels, we can lure them down to the kill spot.
Unless it is, we only know what Escobarbaton looks like. We only know what Il Pantalon looks like. The other one's
And Jules knows what one of the others looks like, but he hasn't told you still.
I'll take it to my grave.
So we could, if we know their names and we see them, we could go for that bluff, shout their name, and run down.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Would
also...
Grot have told Dante the name of the third?
Yeah, fine, I'll give in.
So, from the description of the half-elf and the one that Grot saw, you also know...
When did he see a half elf?
You tortured him with stones.
Oh, that was so. When did he see another one though?
when he was being arrested.
Oh, what happened there?
What happened there?
I don't know, they said that they're arresting me because of something you did.
I don't think he was trying to lie.
They said that because you were such an asshole, I was being arrested.
We can imagine this conversation would have happened at an earlier point, rather
I
than right
haven't
now.
listened to it. I don't actually know what happened. So what, he met another Delata, did he?
Yes, briefly.
Right. Okay.
I didn't notice. I was too busy doing important stuff.
And he tells you that's Arlecchino.
Arlecchino. Okay, I haven't written that down.
Archelino.
Oh, I
I believe you have got him written down.
Nope. Oh yeah, Arlecchino. black. I've written black half race.
Half face.
Oh right.
Fucking hell. It's not that kind of show. Black half race. Like white supremacist over there.
Well, stand by. It's D&D. So, I mean,
Well, that's still racism, though.
Yeah.
It's even worse,
He
in a
could be
way.
a half orc. Oh, no, he can't be a half orc because the Vrolok don't
Exactly.
do. Yeah.
Ugh, gross. Okay, so, but the other thing is that if these are dark tunnels, this is quite a... And they were... I'm guessing the mine shaft is not
dark,
lit. We didn't light torches.
No, you were using your dark vision to move around.
So this might be my element as well.
Don't forget the
Vryloka do have dark
but
vision,
anyone
yeah.
who's not a Vryloka would be struggling more.
So I don't know. If we run down that tunnel...
Do we think we would be inhibited by the costumes in our fighting, etc.?
No. You do not.
So there's no problem wearing them, really.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So what's the plan? Are we going to separate up? Or are we both going to run down? If we do run down to the chasm, there's a problem that...
The what?
The chasm. Sorry, it's just in Vandermeer. That's how we pronounced it. If we do run down there, then we're kind of cornered. How are we gonna use that to our advantage? Unless you run down there, try and get them to follow, and I sneak up behind them.
I like that. I can't call out to them though. Then
You can. Why not?
it'd be a pretty good bluff. I don't
Yeah, just
know
use
if
the
I back myself.
just use
on
the lady's voice. I know you have before.
that. Okay.
Was that it? Yeah, there we go.
That's how they sound.
No wonder you're always choking them. That's how you make it sound.
Polite, wasn't she? They were both very.
They're both quite upper class. Toodaloo.
Darling Grot.
Yeah.
I can't do that with my voice.
That's actually better than me trying to do the guys one. Okay, good.
Right.
Okay, so
I think I'm going to have to hurry you along if you...
Yes.
Otherwise time will have passed too much. You
So-
can't plan too much.
do you want to go down to the
Yeah,
entrance
I'll
to
go.
the chasm?
Yeah.
Chasm.
The chasm.
Chasm.
Yep.
And then I'll try and scuttle around and see if I can take them from behind.
We don't even need the costume then.
Well, no, I'll keep it just in case I do get caught. I mean, there's no point in me not wearing it.
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Okay, so Grot, you're trying to sneak round to the front of the...
Yeah, through all the scuttling tunnels.
Okay. And Dante, you're trying to go to the chasm at the back.
Yeah, well, to the main central area.
Main central area. Okay, so Dante would get to his main central area first, so we'll deal with that first. You get to main central area, roll up a perception.
18.
You see torchlight from the direction of the chasm.
This can't be Dante. I see torchlight from the...
Direction of the chasm. Someone is by the chasm. It's coming out from the... There was a little few steps that went down to the chasm, and you see some lights coming up there.
I make the noise of an owl?
Sure.
Was that the right...
Yeah, now.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Well, someone's never heard an owl before. Slightly better. There's normally hooties involved in it, or twoo. But okay.
It's one of those mine owls.
Roll a perception.
18.
You do hear the noise of an owl.
A dying owl.
Okay.
You don't know if anyone else has heard the noise of an owl.
I go back to Dante. Right, Dante, what have you seen?
I signal down to the light.
And Grot would see the light.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Once you point it.
Shall I try and sneak up on them? Do you want to stay here just in case that there's more at the entrance?
I think that's a good plan.
I'll try and. Should I try and interrogate them, or should I try and just take them out straight away?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's if there's more than one, and one of them's a Delata, I think maybe we should go at them together.
Well, where's the direction? Can you feel the direction of the Delata?
I'll give you another perception check.
I fucking botched.
Why did you poke yourself in the nose?
They're outside.
You
Actually, hang on. What, are
You
they?
just don't know. Yeah, but he gets it exactly right. No, you don't. You can't get a sense of where they are at the moment. You think they're underground, maybe.
The
it's
thick
not
walls.
accurate.
It's
Oh God, what's the point of you being Vryloka? It's not helpful at all. Okay, I'm gonna go take them out. I think. Okay, I'm gonna sneak.
It would be probably 2 movements to get to the that cavern entrance.
I want to get to the. Can I move until I see them, basically?
Yeah, I'm gonna. But do you want to walk silently?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I'm gonna make you roll
Yeah.
stealth checks to get there. So I think it's a double movement. So I think we can do that in one roll.
18.
Yep. Okay, so you get to the entrance where the chasm is, and you can poke your head around it. You see that there is definitely a flickering torchlight coming from inside that space. You know, it's down a few steps.
Yeah.
Then there's sort of a flat area, and then the chasm drops
Okay.
off. You roll me a perception.
20.
You hear someone going, hello! And then from the chasm goes, hello, 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 hello. And then he giggles and goes, hello! And he goes, hello! And he's just doing echo games down the chasm.
I'll try and sneak up. It doesn't sound like it's a... Well, actually, it could be... I was going to say, it doesn't sound like it's Delata, but they're fucking clowns.
When he's 20, does he hit Sally? Does that seem like the only sound he can hear?
He only hears one voice and hear anyone else. The voice sounds like the same person.
Okay, I'm going to sneak down there and get eyes on them.
Okay, so
19.
you are within 5 foot of them.
Yeah.
Without them noticing. It's one of the 3 guys you saw hunting earlier in the woods.
Oh.
The ones you gave the body of Gorlock to. It's the one who tried the front roll.
Oh,
And
interesting.
he's just using his torch trying to look down there. He's lying on his belly, his head hanging over the chasm, shouting hello down there.
Okay, I'm waiting for him to shout hello.
Hello!
Hello?
Right, let's see if he accidentally fidgets himself down the chasm.
It's a win-win.
He just rolls onto his back and screams as loud as he can.
For fuck's sake. Stop screaming now! Intimidate.
Yeah, okay.
14 plus 5.
He stops screaming. He puts his hands over his mouth but drops his torch down the chasm. You saw that he was a human, so you think he's probably almost completely blind in the darkness now.
You must be more careful around here.
You hear him just take a few breaths. He goes, sorry, you scared me.
Well, there are lots of things that go bumping the day and night down in these mines.
It's so dark, how are we going to get out now?
It's fine, I can see in the dark.
How?
Well, training. The owl boy taught me.
It's lucky that I can believe that you had a conversation about the freak show at some point, though I don't know
You
if
know,
you've ever having that conversation.
Dante wouldn't have shut up about that.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
I'm still on my mission. Who else are you with? Did you bring the Delata like I asked?
Yeah,
Oh, which one?
Escobar Padon.
Oh, good, my favorite. Where is he, though? Is he...
Taking the gunpowder back to the circus.
Oh, right. We should go catch up with him.
Okay.
Okay.
How? I can't get up.
It's okay. I'll lead you.
He's just with his...
Take my hand.
You see the darkness, his hand just flailing out in front of him.
Okay. Right. Well, up you get, and I kind of jerk him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Careful.
All right. And I'll go, okay, just this way. And I kind of go, watch out, watch your step. And as I say, watch your step, I kind of turn him towards the chasm.
Okay.
Okay.
You spin him around and jerk him a bit, and he is now in the complete pitch black, facing towards the chasm.
Okay. And now we just walk forward. Watch out. Watch your steps. We're going up some steps now. And I let him walk forward.
He walks straight off the chasm.
Fuck.
And
How am I going to eat his liver now?
When do I hear it?
You hear a scream about 3 seconds down as he realises quite what trouble he's in. But that soon disappears. And 9 seconds later, you hear a distant crack.
6 seconds later or 9, or has he gone further?
Well, sorry, 9 overall. Yeah. Sorry, you're right.
Well, Dante, looks like we need to hurry up. Or
Are
we're
you
gonna...
speaking loud enough that Dante can hear you?
Well, I was going to walk up the stairs
Okay.
and say that. Looks like...
While he was down there, would I have heard anything from outside?
You'd have seen a torch disappear. The flickering light that was at the door would have
the
disappeared.
chasm.
I meant from the
And
other
you'd
side.
have heard the initial scream.
No, from the other side.
Now, from the other side, you'd have to do a perception check.
Okay. A botch.
You've gone back to traditional Dante. No, you don't. You didn't even hear him scream.
This this like second half of this campaign.
Yeah.
2, 2, 3, 1, 1.
Yeah,
You just rolled an 18 for one of them, though, certainly.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And you went, oh, that can't be Dante.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did say that. Yeah.
I kind
It
of
wasn't.
I shuffle up to where Dante is and I say, Dante, Escobar Badon.
Shit! Fuck, Grot! You scared the
Fuck's sake.
life out of me.
Pay more attention. The last person that didn't realize I was sneaking up on them managed to end up in the toilet, if you know what I mean.
Was it a Delata? Because if it was, that vengeance was mine.
It was not a Delata, but we're about to miss an opportunity to get a Delata. Escobar Badon was here and he's taking the gunpowder you left outside back to the circus.
Let's go find him.
Let's go
do
find
some
him.
tracking, Grot.
Well, I think it'll be quite easy because it's just going to the circus. But let's go.
You run down towards the entrance of the mine, and as you're going down there, you see there are just some figures in the mine entrance.
Oh, I bet these are probably. I bumped into the guy that we saw out in the forest. You know, the 3 guys we saw in the forest. Yeah, he had an accident. So these are probably the other 2.
Do a perception check.
7.
You don't know who they are.
You gonna try and look?
Well, yeah. A 7 plus 4, 11.
You don't do that, and you don't get Ryloka ping off them either anymore. That Ryloka ping seems to have faded away.
Let's just bluff this.
How you want bluff it?
Where's Escobar Badon?
Yeah, okay. But the other one told me he's going to the circus. But cool, we can go. Hello.
They turn around, looking really confused.
Are you looking for us?
Yeah, we were. Where have you been in there?
We've been searching these mines for Gorlock's friends.
We searched the mines. You weren't in there.
Yes, we found a secret tunnel.
Ah, we didn't find a secret.
Well, it's very dark in there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you bring any of the Delata with you?
Yeah, they just headed back.
Oh, they just sent it back. Who was here?
Escobar Badon and his group of, just some of his, some of the bigger boys.
The bigger boys, eh?
Yeah, the guys who set up his cannon for him. They're the strong lads.
I see.
They load the cannon with gunpowder. They're the ones who aim it, calibrate it, test it. I mean, he, is the best. But he does not let anyone else interfere with that cannon of his.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. The secret tunnel we were investigating, and one of your friend that we bumped into, we sent him in there. It's a tunnel. It's a tunnel you follow. And I tell him where the corridor that we came from with the water is.
Right.
If you go down there, there'll be a secret entrance in there.
Through the water?
Yeah, go through the water.
I can't.
You can.
Okay, the 2 of them sort of start trotting off with their torches back into the mine.
I hope they get lost, Dante. It was either that or telling them to climb the chimney in the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah. I mean, they won't find the body of their friend, will they? So, I mean.
Well, no one's going to find his body, I don't think.
But then
I mean, we can take that.
So did he send them? So he sent them towards where we've been climbing down?
Yes.
Was that really?
I don't know. I just wanted to get them out the way so we could go Escobar Badon. I mean, they're literally walking past us right now. We could just kill them straight away.
They look like 2 normal guys. You could brutally murder them very quickly.
Do we need to?
No, I just sent them that way. But I mean, you love killing people. I'm leaving it up to you.
I don't feel any particular need for vengeance against these guys.
Oh, that's rich. Good. Like it. Okay, well, let's get to Escobar Badon then.
We should have really asked how long ago he left so we knew.
I think we just go.
But if we stand here talking about it longer, it makes it all more difficult.
Yeah, it does. Can we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
we go.
Where are you going?
Go out the mine.
Okay.
And do we see anyone else out there? Okay.
Any tracks?
You're going to have to look for those.
Nope.
2.
That's Clogs.
You're a cock.
Yeah, I'll have that. I can see you looking at that 20. No, you can't find any tracks of which direction they went.
Now I feel like finding some vengeance upon those people.
Because the mine's directed north, depending on which part of the circus they're aiming at, they could have headed like a few different. They could have headed straight down. They could have taken an angle if they're going via the animals.
If like we're kind of in valleys at the moment, right?
Yeah.
And there are foresty bits, but
Yeah.
then like between the mine and the circus is not an open plain. Can we not just go out and
no,
see?
they're just forest. That's the thing.
Okay.
You've come through forest to get here.
Right, okay.
So you don't know which route through the forest they've gone. So they could have
I
gone
see.
south, southwest, or southeast, and they'd hit the circus with all of them. They just hit different parts of the circus. So depending on where they're aiming.
Well, they're probably going for the big tent, the red and white tent.
We saw cards out the back. They could be going to just the store cards.
Oh, they could be. Well, let's just start moving because even if we get to the edge of the forest, like at least we'll see from there where they will, like where they'll be. If they're still in the forest, then they'll be coming out the forest to get to the circus.
Yeah.
So I think we should just
So
keep
if you
on
move to
moving.
the edge, there is a gap between the forest and the circus. So if you got to the edge of the forest, you'd see.
So we'll go, but we'll try and listen.
But what are we hoping to achieve with this then? We can't stop them before they get in there.
Well, we could, yeah. What do you mean?
If we have a fight on the edge, last time we had a fight on the edge of the circus, it alerted more people who came over.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do?
No, I feel like we've kind of, unless we take a 50-50, we bet on one path and we stop them on their way. That's the only way.
Yeah, well, I think if we hurry and try and we could check tracks along the way, maybe we could split up, but then we're in more risk. But yeah, or we could stand here and go, oh, none of these things work.
Okay, well, I don't think we should. I don't think there's any point going all the way back to the circus. If we take one path, if we see them, then
Yeah.
we see them.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to the circus. I just want to kill these guys. I thought that's
I'm
what you're
misunderstanding.
after.
I thought you were saying that we go back to the edge of the circuit, into the edge of the forest, and see them go out.
Well, no, we can go to the edge of the forest, and then we either pass them on the way, then we've met them, or if we've missed them, then we'll see them come out the forest, and then we can go, oh, do we want to attack them or not? Do we want to shout at them and wave and lure them over? You could be walking through the forest and trying to use your Ryloka sense, which is really helpful so far,
Well,
to
yeah,
try and
hasn't
work
it?
out
It's been fucking-
work out if they're ahead of us or if they seem like they're on a different part.
We went left last time.
Yeah.
Let's go right this time.
Well, if we feel that there's three paths, should we just go for the middle one and then?
Was there 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southwest, southeast, south.
So we'll go for the middle one, and then we'll have more chance of seeing them on the peripherals, I guess. So we'll try and move. I don't know if we want to be especially stealthy
I don't think so.
because we'll get surprised if we're dressed as
We
the
don't know
clowns anyway.
how long ago they left.
Yeah,
So.
and then but we're moving, but trying to listen as well and detecting.
Okay. So walking, running,
I think like a bit of a jog, like a light jog.
a light jog.
So basically, not the things you said, just in between.
Right. Okay. Roll up a perception check. The first bit in the forest.
2.
Oh.
You've got the d20s.
You got one there.
No, I can't use that. I had it rolled a 2. 19.
No,
Okay,
there's
you-
one there for you. This
Oh,
is
I
your
couldn't
one,
see it.
the horrible green one.
You don't see anyone.
Okay.
Plus 4.
You're sure you don't see anyone.
How about Ryloka sense?
No. I'll put that in as your
Yeah.
roll from now on if you want. And that you're not getting a ping on anyone at the moment.
You rolled a pretty crap thing, didn't you?
When?
Just now, when you did it.
19 plus 4.
Are you taking his 19?
Yeah, I took the 19
Okay.
plus 4. Yeah, you got
Okay.
no Vryloka ping off that.
Oh, god damn it.
You know the Vryloka ping's not a massive area,
it's
and the
not.
amount of time you spent going and kill the guy in the chasm, even if they were just walking, they'd be outside the Vryloka ping by now.
Yeah.
That can get within sort of 30 feet.
Which
You'd
is just-
see them.
See them.
If he's getting a Vryloka ping, it's
Yeah.
normally in a hidden room where he's
Yeah.
not sure if they're in there,
Okay.
or if it's a check someone across the room go, oh, actually someone in here is a Vryloka.
Makes sense. Okay, well, we're not seeing them on this path. Should we try and go on the other paths, maybe? Maybe we could just shout out his name. Like, if we think we can take him out, then we should just take him out, right? It's just him and some of his muscle
That's all
men.
we've got.
Yeah.
And if they're too far away, they don't hear, then we lose nothing.
Dante, though, I want you to understand there are consequences to doing this. If you kill Escobar Badon, you will not be able to see the human cannon show. I want you to understand the consequences of these actions.
Ye gods.
So it's down to you. What's more important? Your pledge and oath to the god of vengeance and avenging all the horrible things that's happened to you, or watching the human cannon show.
There is no better show in life than the show of vengeance.
But the guy flies out the cannon.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Okay, well, should we start shouting out for his name? Escobarbadon!
Right, roll up a bluff to see how realistic your voices are to Octavio and Lavinia, sorry.
10 plus 5, 15.
You don't hear any response from the forest.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it, Dante. He's not buying the bait. What should we do?
How long did it take us to get from the circus up to the...
Half an hour?
And how far have we moved now?
So I would say you 5 minutes into the forest.
Maybe
Run
we need to
another.
go
Just do
further.
this.
Yeah.
Run 15, 10 minutes.
Should we skip and shout Escobarbadon while we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm rolling a dice, I don't know why.
Okay, you skip and sing Escobarbadon in a slightly weird voice.
Escobarbadon!
Right, and are you shouting as well?
Yes.
Alright, okay. Still no response in the forest.
Send Io. Is Io near me?
Yeah, I can have it, but the woods are pretty thick around here, so even I would be lucky to get a glance of them. But I'll let you send Io up.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, there's a chance. I will be rolling for it, don't worry.
I don't know what.
I don't know why you're rolling. Io is above you, but you don't hear a squawk at anything.
Classic IO. Well, can I do a perception check while we're here?
Yeah, of course.
Dante, stop shouting. Stop moving. I'm going to try and scan the area. 19 plus 4. 23.
At the very edge of your hearing, you can hear some singing in the forest.
Which direction is that?
Due south.
So we're on the south.
Yeah.
So we're on the right trail. We just haven't got quick enough. Okay, let's try and stealthily get quicker to catch up with them.
I tell you what, we could have used those guys to run after them.
Could have used the dice to run after
The
them.
guys.
Good.
Oh, the guys. Yeah. Why? What, and bring them back to the... Yeah, we could have, but... It's just us in the forest with Escobarbadon now. Okay, so I want to stealthily try and get ahead to where they are.
Okay.
Hey, Dante, what do you want? Should we just start taking them out, or should we try and talk to them first?
By the time you're close to them, if they are as far away as it sounds like they are, you'll be relatively close to the edge of the forest. The thought of taking them out without anyone in the circus realising would become an issue at this point.
What do you want to do, Dante? Also, if we do it in the clown masks and one of them gets away, it's blown our clown cover.
Clown cover.
Yeah, clown cover.
Yeah. Clown cover. Can I join in with this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely perfect.
So we're too near to start a fight really there. We can't. We'd have to bluff to get them away from that area, which is pretty long shot, I feel.
Bluff to convince them you are the clowns. Bluff to get them away, and then find them somewhere quieter that you could fight them, and then beat them.
You know, Grot, maybe we just chalk this one up as a loss.
Well, Dante, it's a shame you missed out on offering Whore another blessing.
You can certainly get closer and maybe watch where they go. I mean, Dante's plan of seeing what they do with the explosives could still work if you got to the edge of the forest.
Sure, may as well.
So instead of going for them, we're going to just try and get to the edge of the forest. Perhaps not the most direct route in case we bump into them or whatever.
They sound pretty far off.
Right. Okay.
So Grot's roll was pretty lucky to hear them on the wind. So they seem a good distance away. You can see through the forest that you're not going to bump into them. So I'd say you'd sensibly keep moving at a pace. And as you get to the edge of the forest, you do see them. You see a group of men carrying the boxes between them. There's 3 men on each side of a figure dressed in sort of multicoloured, sort of red and yellow stripes with a big white feather in his hat and his big fake nose, and he's skipping through the middle of them, arms in the air. Where the three of them sort of are walking, carrying the boxes between them. So the guy in the middle is holding one in front, one behind. They're holding the straps, and they're a pretty good lick.
How big Escobar done? We thought it was the size of like a dwarf or a halfling.
Didn't. You got a bit confused with that combat. He scuttled off into the woods.
Okay, we didn't see him.
You saw a small figure, but that was the gnome who got out.
Yeah.
He is a full-sized human.
Right.
He's a he's got a big fake moustache on his mask. Roll me perception checks.
Bloody will.
7.
12. No, it's not. It's 11.
Oh, so 11.
No, it was 7, but it's
right.
plus my
9.
plus is 11.
9. You can't really hear what he's saying to his people.
Okay. Well, he looks awfully happy with himself, Dante.
So they go to a particular tent.
Yeah, they don't go to a tent. They are going to one of the caravans. You mark it in your mind. It's a grey covered caravan, one of the miners ones clearly, and they load the explosives into the back of that. I will have you mark that down in your minds. If you ever need access to that, you would know where you can sneak in and get them.
You know, in some ways it's better. They've moved it here, dried it out for us. You know.
We know where the rest of the explosives are. Yeah. Right. Well, what do we do now?
Well, we go say hello to those chumps up in the mine again, I guess.
I guess so. Let's go.
Okay, back up through the woods. A bit glum, the two of you.
No, Grot's okay. Skipping, going, Escobarbadon.
It's very annoying that you both failed that check and I didn't get to sing the Esquadron song at you, because there's a nice Esquadron song. You see the mine in the distance, but you can't see the two fellas outside it.
Okay, well, let's just go back to where we told him to go.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with them when we get there?
I'm feeling pretty frustrated.
So you're going to take it out on these poor people?
I mean, we don't really lose anything by sending them back to get him, but we could try.
Oh, we're going to send him back to get Escobarbadon. And then we can hide again, and you can come there.
Well, we could tell Escobarbadon that we found a secret entrance.
Yeah, at the bottom of the chasm.
And if he can bring the gunpowder back and more.
Okay. Because in a way, we basically just helped with their resources.
Yeah, you've restarted the mining operation.
Okay, right. Well, I'll let you. Yeah. So you want us to tell the two remaining circus guards here to go get Escobarbadon and bring him back? For what reason exactly?
To take advantage of the missed opportunities of vengeance.
So I'll tell them
Which I
that
need to chastise myself for.
You do. I need to tell them that we want to kill Escobarbadon, so Escobarbadon needs to come back.
No, about the secret entrance to come
Right,
back.
Okay,
are
that's
you
what I'm
going
asking.
into the mine?
Yes, we are.
Right, you head into the mine. Roll perception checks.
Doesn't count. Oh, I got
19.
13.
You don't hear them. You can't see them or hear them as you
Go
go
over
in.
to the water area.
You see 2 pairs of shoes, 2 pairs of shorts, and 2 shirts.
They're naked.
They've got undressed to a certain degree.
Oh,
Look down.
we need to go in.
So we see torchlight?
No, you don't. Well, roll perception.
12.
10.
No, you don't see any torchlight.
Okay, well, let's go.
Are there any ropes tied on the walls?
Nope.
What, where we left it?
I assumed you'd taken your ropes with you. The pitons are
Okay.
still in the wall, but
Yeah.
no, they've not retied any ropes up.
Okay, this is good. Think they ended up in the clanky machine. Okay. Should we shout down?
We don't know their names.
Hello!
Hello.
From the north, where they've gone up, you hear someone shout, "Hello!"
What? I didn't say anything.
So they've gone against the water.
Ask them what they found.
What have you? This is Octavio. What have you found up there?
Roll them a bluff.
Oh, fuck.
4 plus 5, 9.
Who? We're a bit stuck.
What have you found up there?
We lost our torches and we're stuck.
Dante, what are we gonna do with them?
Rescue operation.
So we're gonna go rescue the bad guys that you want to kill.
We need to go... To make whatever decision we're going to make, we need to be nearer them.
Okay, after you, milady.
So, now, are you going to be dressed as the clowns? It's pitch black, they will not be able to see you.
And that will inflict ill because of the water. It's probably going to be harder with the thick cloth
Yeah.
outfits.
Was it?
Yeah, you said that I made you take the clown outfits off
Yeah,
before.
that's
Well, you
true.
said you should.
Yeah, that's true. You did. Okay,
Clown outfits on, back in the box.
You put them in the box. They didn't put their clothes in the box. They just put their clothes on the dusty floor. Naughty, naughty people.
Ooh, throw their shoes down the water.
Okay, you throw their shoes into the water. You watch them wash off.
Because if they end up running away,
Yeah.
then
Have to do it barefoot.
yeah,
That really fucked their day up. Okay, yeah, the shoes just scuttle off.
do we hear anything with the clanky clanky?
No, you don't hear anything with the clanky clanky. That's quite a long way away at the moment.
Okay.
So you can barely hear the clanky clanky at the best of times from this distance.
No.
You certainly don't hear whether a shoe got hit by it. This machine.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on!
Is that you extracted your vengeance? You've thrown away their shoes. For whore! Throw the shoes.
You see
Right.
Riddle dives after them.
Let's go up then.
Okay, after you, milady.
Okay. So you're tying on your rope again. Tying
Does it seem far enough that we need to start doing pitons and...
you'd probably want at least, if you're going up, you'd probably want your original rope tied on so you don't get washed past
Okay.
this
Yeah.
point.
We
Yeah,
tie
we'll
on
do
the
that.
rope and
Tie it
tie
on,
it round
survival.
the waist. No. 5.
It's looped around it.
That doesn't look too tight. Let me have a go. 18.
Yeah, Grot sorts out the knot.
Okay. Start making our way.
Okay, strength check each.
Nine.
No, you're getting pushed back.
Oh my god, it's so strong
You
up
just make a
here.
strength check now to keep your footing.
The luteus must be so good up here.
19!
19. Dante, read.
Hold my hand. 3 plus 2. Hold my hand. I'm slipping.
Grot is slipping. Dante, give me another roll to pick Grot up out the current.
It's so slippery.
16 plus 5.
Grot is reaffirmed to his feet by Dante.
Bugbears don't do well in water.
if we were on our hands and knees?
Your face would be underwater.
Hold your breath. You get on your hands and knees, I'll get on your back.
Do you have any sort of snorkel type implement?
No, just
Not
knives.
a blowpipe or anything? It seems like something you might have.
Blowpipes are for losers. In the assassin world, we always look down on people who use blowpipes.
can see that on a t-shirt. Blowpipes are for losers.
Is it because Grot accidentally forgot to use it sucked in one time?
I don't want to talk about that. We don't talk about the blowpipe incident, Dante.
Right. You're back where you started.
6 plus 5, 11.
Okay.
God, Dante, god damn it. You're supposed to be the strong one round here. 13 plus 2, 15.
The two of you are making progress towards it, and as you reach up about 25 feet, you sort of clamber up because it seems that the water's a bit higher as it's coming down through the mountains. You clamber up and you see that the river has got sort of a natural little rock island in it, and the two people are sat on the rock island. You've got one human with sort of his hair completely soaked. It's really long hair, as you saw before, and it's all plastered on his face. And the other one, he's got just a shaved head, sort of like buzz cut hair, and sort of a small beard, and he's sat there cross-legged on this little island.
And what are they wearing?
They're just wearing their pants, and they're both shivering.
We could probably, you know how you threw their shoes away? So in case they run, we could probably get their pants off them as well. In case they run.
Think of the information.
In their pants. what kind of information? I've never interrogated. What have we become? I've never interrogated pants before. What information?
No, I mean, just no.
Okay, So
Looking, well, it's just a little island, isn't it?
Yeah, just where the river just had like a large.
But the river carries on going
Yeah,
up.
the river carries on going
And
up.
where's the loot?
There doesn't seem to be loot at this point. They'd only got 25 feet before they both lost their torches. To be fair, it's fucking remarkable they got this far up. You two struggled. These guys are much weaker than you and had no real planning of what they were doing.
okay, what do we do with them, Dante? You're within distance, you can see them now, and this is where you decide whether you're going to kill them or, I don't know, save them and nurture them for completely arbitrary reasons.
Are you again projecting?
No.
Yeah, the last one you met, you threw down a chasm.
I didn't throw down the chasm,
He fell down,
Dante.
yeah, so
He
fell down.
walked off the edge. He should have known better.
Right.
Never trust a clown in a mine.
We had to have a break just to laugh at what the fuck these two have done. Sorry about that. So if we're a little bit confused, it's because I don't think Grot and Dante quite know what they're planning with these two.
Grot knows what he's planning to do.
Grot, we can't let them fall down the river because if they end up popping out of the hole in the mine, then
It'll blow the cover.
yeah.
It'll blow our chance.
I don't feel comfortable killing them because they haven't really done anything yet. And, you know, now that we missed Escobarbadon, I'm kind of got a little bit of a sad on and I'm a little bit depressed about it.
Well, wouldn't killing them make you feel better? It
No,
always
I
did with
don't
me.
think it would. I think it would be the kind of futile sort of...
Most of your kills are futile.
No, well, no.
Like, I would say 80% of your kills are futile.
This is a conversation we can have another time.
How many people we killed now? What, 12 people?
We need to
We
help.
killed 2 Delatas.
Look, as bizarre as it is, we need to help these people get out of here.
I would estimate 16.4% of your kills are not futile.
I didn't know you could count that high. Right.
How are you going to get them out?
We just have to, you have to shout up and tell them that we're going to help them out. But
What
can't.
if we
have
make-
to pretend we can't see them? Oh,
No, I said I could see. Who did I say that to?
the dead one.
That's the guy who's dead.
Yeah, sorry. That was a friend who had an unfortunate accident. Okay, what about if we just tell them that if we stay down at the entrance, we will tell them to jump in the water will carry them to us, and we capture them.
But we'll be in the light.
Oh, is there light in
Nope.
We can put a torch up, we have torches. We can go
If we don't
find a
want
torch.
then they'll see us.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh no, we can put the outfits back on.
Yeah, we'll put the ovens back
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Right, we go down, knock a piton into the wall on the opposite
Is there a
side.
puzzle that I didn't invent?
Right.
The Fox of the Grave puzzle. But you invented it accidentally.
Right,
I've not done anything.
Go
with
back down
this.
and knock a piton into the wall opposite where the water...
The entrance is, yeah.
Yep. And then we... Oh, God, this could go horribly wrong. I tie a piece of rope across it. So if they fall down in the water...
They get garroted or they land into that
Yeah.
room. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, go put the outfit back on
Me too.
and then stand there ready.
Hey, let's swap outfits for a bit. It'd be cool.
No.
Okay.
One of them goes, I can see a torchlight. Is that you?
Yes, we've come to rescue you.
You've been quite a long time. We're very stuck.
Yes, we also found your clothes.
But no shoes.
No shoes? What happened to my shoes?
We saw a gang of rats running off with them.
Roll up a deception? Persuasion, that's not what happened.
15 plus 5.
You hear them swearing. Where the fuck are the rats from my shoes? Did you hear that, Frey? Rats have stolen my shoes.
Yes, but it helped us see where you were.
So it's just my shoes that have gone.
It's the leather. They like the leather.
Okay, but Hillock's shoes are still there.
No, they took Hillock's shoes first.
Oh, they took my shoes as well.
Yeah, yours were first. And
How
they,
did you know which were mine?
huh?
How do you know they took mine first?
Well, what did your shoes look like?
Well, you made a very big presumption they took mine first. Mine were the clogs.
Oh yeah, they took the clogs first.
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
Go see the store master when you get back.
Well, I will.
And tell him that Escobarbadon sent you.
Tell him that Escobarbadon sent you.
Roll a dice. I don't know for what, really.
17!
Okay, I will.
Now jump one at a time. Jump one at a time.
Where am I jumping?
Into the water, we'll catch you.
Right, roll up a persuasion. You actually have to persuade them of that, because that's more dangerous than they thought.
16 plus persuasion.
5, is that? You can't just say plus persuasion and hope they know what that number is.
3.
19, okay. The first voice suddenly goes, okay, I'll jump down first. And you hear a splosh into the water, and round the corner comes the long-haired person, the hair all over their face. Roll a initiative to see if you're going to be able to react before
You
he
know
comes
those
down the
pictures
corner.
that people get taken at the theme park rides when they're
Yeah, he looks like he's on a rubber dinghy rapid.
Does he look like he's having fun?
No.
14.
Okay, yeah, you get you react in time, and now do me strength to see if you can grab him.
15.
Yep, you grab the first guy.
Here we go!
You scoop him under the arm and you pull him to safety, and you put
Up
him
you
into the
go.
much slower water of the lagoon bit, like the pond. And
Next one, darling.
he comes jumping down as well. Oh God!
20!
You're in the water ready for him, and you just scoop him up like a babe. And he's smaller. He's a halfling of the pair.
I throw him out like a rugby ball into the room.
He spirals and skids into the pond. Oh, thank you so much! You saved us! What can we ever do to repay you, masters?
We'll think of something on the way back to the circus.
No, we're not. We can. Was that the plan?
Yes. Maybe. Probably not.
What did you see up there?
Well, I didn't see anything.
We lost their lights.
We lost like
Before you lost the torches.
Frey said he could see a light further up ahead, but I think he's full of shit.
What sort of light, Fred?
Frey,
Frey.
I thought I could see a town or something up the top. I thought I could just see like through into the mountains.
A town?
Something, yeah.
Why did you think it was a town?
I thought I could see smoke and a chimney.
This was inside.
Yeah,
Inside?
yeah.
Oh, Piero will want to know about this.
Why? He's
the.
the leader. Yeah, he's the leader of the Delata. You got his name right, don't I?
Well, I mean, that's very strange.
Well, I think Frey's an idiot who's making it up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, which is why Piero want to know, so you can be properly chastised.
Okay, well,
Frey looks really upset.
you're quite wet. Why don't we take you back to the kitchen and warm you up and dry you off? Why? What the fuck was that?
You're taking human flesh to a kitchen for him. Dante's really excited about what you might prepare for him.
Right, don't look like that.
The two of them pick up their... They use
hang
your
on.
torchlight to pick up their
Octavia,
shirts.
do you think we need to go back to the camp right now? Or can these
Maybe
boys
we'll
help us with something?
we'll decide what to do when they're drying off in the kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen here.
Yes. What did you? What did you think I met, lady?
Oh, the kitchen back at camp.
No, we'll put them in the kitchen here. We could decide what to do next.
So they head through, and they'd found the kitchen area beforehand. They have to walk with you because they have to wait for your torch, because, once again, they lost both of theirs. And they go through to where they know the kitchen area is.
Okay, well, go set up a fire and dry yourselves off.
They look a bit upset, and they go, "Why can't we haven't got any wood?"
We'll go out and get someone and come back then.
Oh, the floor's covered in rocks and stuff, and our feet hurt.
Well, you should have thought about that before you lost your shoes to some rats.
There's some boxes here, darling. Just break them up.
They're the empty ones that we put
Yeah.
our costumes in.
Okay. Yeah, they break up the boxes, and they
Okay,
stand there and
let's-
wait for you to light it using your torch.
Well, we'll light it. There we go. We need to go off and have a chat about the Delata business. You're allowed to listen.
They don't.
All right, let's go chat. Dante, what do you think about that? There's
He said there was like a settlement inside the mine with a lit fire. What do you think that is?
I mean, it's gonna be the loot.
Yeah. Maybe it's some kind of loot master up there. Well,
I mean, it could be dwarves.
yep.
I feel fine about meeting dwarves. They're
Sorry, did you say meeting or eating?
no, eating. Maybe meeting. Yes, they might have some knowledge about mining that we might be able to turn to our favor.
Yes, it'll be a hard.
And
yes.
where there's dwarves, there's two things:
Yes.
ale
Yes.
and explosives.
It's a very dangerous combination.
Not when you're with dwarves.
Well, there we go.
Not quite as much when you're with dwarves.
Do you want to try and convince these? What are we going to do with these two? They owe us a favor. What can we do?
Well, I mean, obviously you probably want to push them down the big black hole.
No, it's fine. I already did that once today. I've already done that once. It's fine.
Well, they're
Once you
gonna...
see the animation, you don't need to
Yeah.
see it again.
Yeah, I've got that achievement now.
Oh, that'd be nice to start the campaign if I put achievements for stuff that I thought you were going to do.
Oh, what, like secret ones that you unlock?
Yeah, if I was like, oh yeah, I've put this chasm here, if they'll get some points.
That's an
they'll throw
interesting
someone
thing.
down it.
You can have ones that you know about as well. So you get to a situation which you would deal with one way, like, oh crap, I want to get this achievement.
Yeah. I did see an achievement for dropping someone down a chasm.
Sorry, lad.
Yeah, sorry, Grot.
Okay, well, the Escobarbadons come up once. They've got their gunpowder. These two could genuinely, and they would be entirely truthful, say that they've gone down there and seen some light and stuff. And if we make our way up, they're going to take a while because they've got no shoes
Yes.
to get back to the camp.
Yes.
And they're going to have, some story to tell,
Yes.
which they would genuinely believe that we've helped them.
Yes.
And if there are
Yes.
dwarves up there with explosives,
Yes.
then perhaps we can genuinely set a trap this time.
Yes. Okay. Things have worked out brilliantly.
I know.
And it all hinged on you throwing their shoes down the rapids.
Sort of has.
Frey!
Frey! Yeah!
I've got a very sore throat at the moment. All Octavia's fault. He made me drink something. Don't be taking that mouth out the mind out the gutter.
You didn't take your
take
mouth line.
gutter.
What?
Very tired. Now. Pray. Take your friend here, whose name escapes me. Hillock. And go present yourself back to the tower, the camp.
Right?
You go get Escobarbadon, and you tell him that you have seen a fire, and possibly a secret underground town. Was it what he described it as?
That's what Frey said. Frey thought it was. He said he could see a chimney and some smoke. He went, I didn't say I saw a fire. I said I saw smoke. I thought it was natural light.
Smoke from natural light.
I didn't see the light. I don't think they were underground. I think the town's outside.
Oh,
You saw the chimney?
Yeah.
And the smoke through a gap
Yeah.
in the rocks outside.
I thought if I follow the river up, I think it gets to a town. A town that's outside and there's a chimney.
I mean,
Still might.
yeah.
Well,
I didn't see a fire.
Well, you should have been more specific when you said it earlier. Now I'm going to have to go over there and have another private Delata conversation with Octavia here. And as I already told you, my throat is really hurting.
Because it's something I did to him in the gutter.
right.
He just nods and runs back over to the fire and starts warming his hands.
Less chance of
They're probably not dwarfs.
ale
Yeah.
and explosives. Possible chance of yogurt though. So I mean,
Which would help with your sore throats.
Mountain yogurt, the best type of yogurt.
yeah,
That's a good yogurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah. So are we still going to try and get them to lure a Delata out here? By telling them they're
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Let's take it time, Lucky.
But so we're Tell them to tell the Delata there might be a small house up here.
You two wait here. Listen to me. You two wait here. We're going to investigate this properly.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide what to do with you. But if you're wrong,
Hillock pipes up. What if we're wrong?
then you might not be happy with what happens.
Roll up to try and convince Hillock that you're.
19.
Yeah, okay, Hillock's terrified.
What intimidation.
You might not be happy with what's happened. You're a very naughty boy.
Frey puts up his hands.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to say something. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Oh, but just put one hand up in future.
I didn't put up my hands.
Oh, right.
I didn't put up my hands.
Oh, I misheard. I saw.
Did you think he was surrendering to us? Why?
I know. He was so scared he was surrendering.
Have you seen our friend? The one we met with you in the forest?
Rewind. What did you? Can I remember what Grot said?
Grot told you that he threw him down. Well, we made it clear that he threw him down the canal.
Did he say? I think he may have told the other two that he'd already seen their friend or something. Didn't
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did tell them that I saw him down the secret tunnel.
No, we've just seen you.
Oh, do you think he got washed away?
It's possible.
Roll up a persuasion deception.
10 plus 4, I think it was. Was my 3? I think it was. 3. 13.
They look quite suspicious about that. They're not sure what's happened to their friend.
Well, what happened to you when you tried to go up there? That's where he was.
We got washed away.
Yeah, it's likely he might have got washed away as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
you see any shoes?
We didn't know. But he didn't. He must have kept his shorts on and his shirt.
Maybe that was the problem. Thank God you took your shoes and shorts and shirts off.
They both nod enthusiastically.
They're both in their pants still.
Yeah. They're trying to dry their shoes and shirts.
Did we see any water-based events at the?
You saw a dunk tank.
Okay, so no, like, okay, yeah.
What? What else is a water-based sex event?
Well,
A sea lion?
Yeah, because they don't wear shoes.
No, they don't. You're right. Sea lions don't wear shoes.
Leave it to sharks, actually, as well. Yeah.
I will be back.
Well,
Don't move.
so your plan is now that they will stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've scared them to staying here.
Yeah, we should go check this out, and then if the
Okay, are we gonna go? Are we gonna
if
go?
we want to bother calling Escobarbadon back, it's got to be some sort of like actual plan this time rather than us just hiding here. If he has to come back a second time, he ain't going to be jumping happy so much. He gonna be live.
Yeah.
He's gonna be live.
Well, are we gonna try and look on the outside, or are we gonna try and climb up on the inside?
You think from going in the mine entrance, you'd be scaling the mountain. You don't think that's going to be easy.
Inside.
Okay.
Why am I even doing the same voice?
I think you like it.
Well, we will come to you two walking up river next episode.
There better be yogurt.
Thanks for listening.
The Formal Gamer podcast for those with exquisite taste.